그럼 발표 시작하겠습니다. Okay, so hi everyone. My game was the Korean Metropolis game. So given the prompt of introducing something more Korean to the players or the students, I decided to create a game to help students learn about the 7 major metropolitan cities of South Korea. So the equipment that I used was the hamster, and coupled with the hamster, I also used the 미로판 or the maze platform that we are given. But students can easily replicate the platform using pen and paper. So the premise of the game is to press the key to make the hamster robot travel to your chosen destination. Upon arrival, you will be given information about the city. There were some presets that I had to make in preparation before the actual code. So I'll be going over that. So as you can see here, this is the grid that I used. I assigned certain locations on the grid and modified the grid a little bit to represent the cities. But as you can see, the actual map of Korea is a lot different from the very strict and rigid format of the grid. It's not specifically like in a square shape. So I had to modify the locations a little bit to represent the cities as well as to also match the grid that we're working with. So I assigned the coordinates to match the grid that we're working with, and also I made sure to indicate the actual city locations on the map that I drew here. So I'll get right into the code now. So first, for setting the variables, each city was assigned to a key on the US keyboard and a number value. Upon pressing the designated key, the variable destination will set to the value of the corresponding city variable. So this is that right here. Each city, Seoul, Busan, Daegu, and so on, were assigned to each key. And upon pressing the key, you will be setting your destination to the corresponding city. Okay. And these variables are important because they can be used in conjunction with the destination variable throughout the rest of the code as follows. So this would make the process a lot more convenient. For the actual sprite movement, the bus sprite starts on the stage at 0, 0. You set the sprite to move in the X and Y direction by their current starting X and Y position, the X and Y coordinates of the city on the map. Okay, so as I said earlier, each city was assigned to a unique coordinate, and I would subtract the starting position from the coordinates of the city that I assigned in the coordinate plane. And the X difference and the Y difference that are calculated respectively, the X difference would be the absolute value of the city coordinate, and the X position divided by 100. So for example, if the city of Seoul, if their coordinates are negative 200, 100, the X difference would be 2. The hamster movement would correspond with the X difference. And so as you can see here, the hamster would repeat, follow the block line until the front intersection by the number of X difference or Y difference. So that would mean the hamster would move 2 times, which on the grid, you would see that it would get to the intended location for the city of Seoul. Okay, so to kind of elevate my quality of my project, I decided to put in some additional assets as well, such as this loading screen. So this game is essentially on the screen as well as physically the hamster would move. So in order to kind of make up for the gap in the time that the sprite moves on the screen and the hamster moves on the actual grid, I decided to create this loading screen. It makes it a lot less boring. So that was just created with a bunch of costumes. And this is a little bit more important since my entire premise was to create something that would introduce the Korean cities. I decided to make banners that included some information about these cities that I wanted to introduce. So upon arriving, upon the hamster arriving at the chosen destination, the stage on the Scratch interface would pop up a banner including Seoul, Busan, other cities with their own banner. So this is the project in motion. Oh, yeah, I decided to create 2 videos showing the project in motion so you can see them side by side. On the left is the screen on Scratch, and on the right is the physical hamster and the grid. All right. Okay, that is pretty much it. Thank you.